Why? Because the game's really good. I know that just from the demo. It's out today. If you get a demo that only showcases the gameplay in basically one aspect, i.e. online gameplay, and that's enough to convince you to buy the game, then it's probably a good game. It's Nintendo too. That just reinforces it. Hello, welcome to another thing. I am biased. Get that out of the way. I've always liked tennis as a sport, not just a game. But the sport is a game, whatever. Forewarning, I realized this when I was writing the script, but a lot of this video is just gonna be like, just talking about my life and the impact tennis had on it, kind of. Yeah, I don't know, I'll get into it, whatever. But I'm just gonna talk about tennis a lot. You know, Mario Tennis Aces, fantastic game. We'll get to that. But in order to understand why that game is good, you understand why tennis is a good game just in general, and why Mario Tennis Aces actually, what's a good word? Encapsulates, that's a good word. And why Mario Tennis encapsulates all of the enjoyment that you can get out of playing tennis at a higher level. Yeah, tennis, any sport at a low level is just awkward. I don't know if you realize that, but it can still be fun, mind you, but it's definitely not as interesting usually. But anyways, tennis. Why should anyone love tennis? Well, as a sport, it's one of the only sports I actually genuinely enjoy, kind of all aspects, both playing and watching. The pace of the game, the constant just activeness, the mind games you can play, the simplicity wrapped in a ridiculous amount of complexity, the fact that there's no downtime. There's too many popular sports that just have ridiculous amounts of downtime. You know, whether it be a timeout or just the entire game of American football. It's really the only sport that I have both always loved to play and loved to watch. Now granted, I haven't really watched much of it lately, or it hasn't had nearly as much of a involvement in my life as of late, as I've been doing YouTube and gaming and things, whatever. But, you know, growing up and high school and college and before that, tennis was a big part of my life, all the time, like a ton. I wasn't allowed to play video games very much. Hi mom, love you mama. But anyway, it hasn't been a huge part of my life until now, because we're back, it's back, Mario Tennis Aces. Oh my God, I played the demo and I fell in love with the sport again. I forgot about it for a little while. My God, it's shit, Jesus Christ, the game's so good. The gameplay is so good. I don't have the game yet. Which, by the way, Mario Tennis Aces, I will be playing it on stream basically all day on the day of this release, and it probably for many hours during any other stream, because it's a really good addiction. This is a lot of fun. I'm gonna get competitive with this game. All in, baby, let's go. Follow me on twitch.tv/RedRiotRoss. That's me. I promise to give you only the highest form of entertainment and all around fun boy times. Guaranteed. So now I'm gonna get into something that I never really expected to announce it, but it's kind of relevant. You know, we're just gonna go there, fuck it. You know, in this format, it's where I get to be just completely candid. You know, I just get to, full honesty, just spat out my opinion, ramble it out. Fuck it, let's go. So my dad and my stepdad are both professional golfers. I won't say who, solely because I want to see people do a little scavenger hunt and figure it out, because I bet they'll be able to if they really want to figure out who they are specifically. 100% positive they'll be able to. Anyways, that fact obviously had an impact on, you know, how I grew up, and it had an impact on me wanting to build something entirely, you know, for myself, you know, in terms of community and YouTube and all that stuff. So here I am. Yeah, yay. Now, even though they were golfers, tennis was just more of a what I wanted to do. I didn't like golf as a child. Not really. Yeah, it didn't like playing it. I didn't have that kind of patience. No, Not even a little bit. However, I love tennis. Tennis was a lot of fun. Tennis was always fun. Ah, yes, Red Riot. I wasn't sure you were 100% white, but now I'm certain with the tennis and golf. Joke's on you, bitch, because technically I'm African American, because my mom and dad are from Africa, South Africa, and Zimbabwe, respectively. That ought to help with part of the scavenger hunt. Go ahead and make the Mean Girls joke. I've heard it a million times. Just get it out of your system. Back on track, though. I took tennis lessons basically throughout my childhood, etc. And, you know, I competed throughout high school and actually aside from senior year, because senior year I did track and field because I wanted to do pole vault. It's fun. You just fly up in the air on a pole. Like, it's crazy. I never really had the urge or passion to go try and be like a pro tennis player or anything. I didn't have that kind of drive for that. I just really enjoyed playing. It was a lot of fun. I just played like intramural in college too. But my point here is that tennis has always been something that I've enjoyed throughout my life, just all the way through. A fun story, I played against Jack Sock in a high school match, in like a tournament or whatever the hell it was. It might have been just a school match, I don't remember. But he was number 2 in the US at the time, just as a junior high school tennis player. And that was when I played him. And this was all the information that me and my team had beforehand. I was the number 1 on my school team, and I got seated against him, which was like, okay, like I'm good at tennis, but I'm not like nearly that good. And you know, that was I knew that. But let me tell you, he did not get a golden set on me. A golden set is when your opponent just doesn't score a single point. Not a game point, like a point. The tennis scoring system is stupid as shit. He did not golden set me. I scored like maybe like 1 or 2 points on him, and then like he made like 3 or 4 unforced errors, which out of a full we did 8 game pro sets, and that many points in that amount of time was what I got. So that puts that into a little perspective. At the time it was just hilarious to me how frustrated he got when he, you know, didn't get a point or made a mistake. But I still had a pretty good time because I went in knowing full well I was not gonna win. You know, life is not like an anime, okay? I'm not just gonna come out of there with hope and be like, I can do this if I do my best. Nah. If I was an anime character, I'd be the dude trying to stay rational but hopeful, and then the hero would prove me wrong by some weird miracle, and I'd be like, you got me on this one, dude. Like, all right, good work, I guess. Anyways, Jack Sock is now a professional tennis player. He got like a gold medal in the last Olympics in doubles. So that's just a fun little story. But let me tell you, as someone that just loves tennis, Mario Tennis Aces is a fucking fantastic tennis game. I've always liked the Mario Tennis games because they were fun. However, Aces is not only fun, it's just nuts. Like, a lot of people on Twitter and both Twitter and just game reviews literally saying that Tennis Aces is a fighting game disguised as a tennis game or a sport game, whatever. And to a degree, that's pretty accurate. And that's all due to like the power meter thing and how it kind of like dictates how, Jesus Christ, I don't know how to explain this very well for people that haven't played it. You can also just obliterate an opponent's racket to win, which is just so satisfying. I've never had any like similar genuine interest in like any other sport, at least to the level that I've enjoyed tennis. As someone who has grown up playing tennis, this game is the closest that you're going to get by playing a video game and getting that same feeling, that same rush that you can get from playing the sport itself with way less activity. But that's also why that this game feels so incredible to me. That Nintendo was able to capture that in just a game, and that's insane. Why, God, Nintendo's crazy. Now, some of you may not know about tennis much as a sport, and as far as how to describe tennis and how it compares to the game, I mean, obviously, all the rules are in place, they're all the same, and it's a video game, so there's different elements. But I generally don't think I can give a clear and concise explanation of why it does, or why it works so well, rather. It's so bizarre how it works so well, honestly. You got this weird fighting power meter kind of thing that just adds to the level of complexity that you can do things just in the game. You know, compared to old Mario Tennis games where it's just, you know, you're hitting the different types of shots back and forth. This version has, you can do a slice, you can do a lob, you can do a drop shot, you can do a topspin shot, you can do a flat shot, and all of those have different effects when someone uses a specific shot against it. It's almost like a rock, paper, scissors effect, which has always been around, but the power meter just adds so much additional options to that. Whether it be court coverage with trick shots or spikes or just building up your meter so you can do the big slam. It all works so unbelievably well. When you are playing tennis in real life, there are so many things you can do. You can run up to the net, you can try and play a volley game, and if they lob it, you gotta run backwards. And it's just a game of options. And how can you utilize the options that you have to pressure your opponent into a place that they don't want to be, and so you can hit a shot that they can't hit back. And that's just the sport as a whole. It's incredibly hard. I've been trying for a little while. It's not going to be in the video, but I've been trying to describe why it works so well just compared to the real game. I've seen, you know, a decent amount of reviews from whoever that got early copies of the game and they reviewed it, and they didn't have access to online play or anything, so they just had the fixed story mode or local play. And while I understand the scores that they might have given based on that, I feel like it doesn't dictate the whole of the game. They didn't give bad scores necessarily. You know, it's all 7.5s, 8s, I think, at least primarily. You know, this was really just a good opportunity for me to talk about some stuff that I really enjoy, and I'm really happy about this game. I haven't been as hyped for a game just, you know, since I heard that Smash was even fucking making another game. Like, good God. I played that demo. I didn't even know about it before then, and I was like, I am very addicted to this game. And then that drug got ripped away from me, and I got real sad. But it's coming out. It's out. I'm finally gonna play it. Gonna be streaming it. Do not forget. I'm streaming it all day. But this is a game that I'd like to, you know, for anyone that looks at reviews or anything like that, I just want to say that they should probably give this chance. They should probably give this game a chance, even if they don't like tennis, because it's just incredibly fun. But I mean, Mario Tennis Aces that's finna be my game of the year, all right? Like, I know Smash is in December, but so I'm just irrationally counting that as, you know, that's 2019 for me. I mean, until they announce my boy, it's not allowed to be game of the year. Anyways, so, you know, whatever. It's okay. I think right now, though, you need to check out Mario Tennis. That shit's nuts. It's just so fun to play. Monster Hunter World was still a 10 out of 10 game, and the story was basically pointless. So, all you really need is top quality gameplay, and this game for sure has it. So, give it a shot, even if you've never thought of playing a tennis game in your life. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching me ramble, because whew, there was a lot of it there. Twitch.tv/RedRiotRoss, boys. #1 Waluigi player up and coming. Goodbye. Big kiss. I did it twice. Don't judge me. You're a dog. Anyways, thanks.